Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome back to my video. I'm Amy Lei, a stock trainer at Homely Chart Company, which is a stock training school. Today's video is the 32nd of my channel, Amy Stock Analysis. And topic for today, buy point again for AEM. Before we begin, I need to remind you that all the stocks mentioned in the video are for the purpose of demonstration and education, not recommendation. Investors should be aware of the risks involved in stock trading and take full responsibilities for their own tradings. Contents for today. Firstly, for AEM, is it a buy point again? Secondly, which sector might be bullish in the near future? I'm talking about the Singapore market. And thirdly, I will talk about the latest market news. So firstly, for AEM, if you try to watch some news, you'll get this one about the AEM will appoint industry veteran, this guy called Summer Cabiner, who is 46 years old, as new Chief Technology Officer just tomorrow. Okay, so this is the latest news today. So what we know about this Mr. Summer is he has more than 20 years of experience in the semiconductor capital equipment industry, and he has led technology mergers and acquisitions, innovations and product development, business strategy development and implementation, and competitive strategy. And also, before he joined AEM, he had served as Executive Vice President at chip-making equipment supplier Advantes and Astronics Test Systems. And also, he had previously spent 14 years at Nasdaq-listed Cohu, which provides equipment and service for back-end semiconductor manufacturing, where he held senior management roles. So what we know basically about this Mr. Summer is he has very rich experience, highly competent, right? So this is supposed to be good news for AEM. So is it a buy point again for AEM? Actually, I always believe that the Candlestick Chart or the TA chart has the final say. Whatever news you get, you always need to go back and check the TA chart. The chart is the most reliable thing. It has the final say. So if we check the chart for AEM, latest performance for today, 24th August, right? If we check based on strong signal, so this is the today we got a red candle. We know that for strong signal, red candle means short-term buy point. Once after that, the close price can break up the high price of the red circle, the red candle, which is the buy point. Then it is a confirmed buy. So today we already get a buy point. We only need to wait and see whether or not tomorrow or several days recently in the future, the close price can break up the high of the candle today. And meanwhile, if we check the performance for multicolored dragon, it has been very strong with a lot of big boys. The red bar means the big boys. Big boys more than 75% has been quite stable. Of course, the trend is uptrend based on our homely rainbow, right? And today, it just happened to be the buy points. Okay, so stimulated by the, let's say, the good news. So people would have a very high expectation after the news today. So maybe in near future, AEM would be quite bullish. but we always check the chart for the final confirmation. So of course we get a buy point now. Today we just get a buy point. So we also confirm this is a very strong one with a lot of big boys to control. It has great potentiality. We only need to wait for the final confirmation. Tomorrow, if close price already higher above the high price of today, that's a confirmed buy point. Okay, so this is for AEM. And then, so AEM, it belongs to the technology, information technology in sector. Yeah, the sector of information technology, right? So in the same sector, we also get some other quite strong individual stocks. Let's say Venture, right? So Venture recently has remained quite strong until now. It seems like even stronger than AEM. Recently, I only mean recently, but in the long run, that AEM actually has even stronger upward momentum than Venture. But Venture is the most expensive one, $20, right? AEM just several dollars, $4, around $4, right? So for Venture, recently it has also been quite bullish, but today for Venture, that's a sell point based on the strong signal. Today we get a yellow candle, right? So we get a yellow candle today, but if we check the performance for multicolor dragon, it has been quite strong with big boys more than 75, quite stable. So means it's possible that in near future Venture might give us some short-term corrections. It is possible, and also it's possible that maybe in near future the price would just turn upward again. So strong signal give you another red candle buy point again. Why? Simply because this one now has already been controlled by the big boys. When stocks with big boys take control, usually the corrections will be brief, would be a small one, would not be a very big correction. Okay, so this is for Venture. You always need to monitor the indicators to see whether or not this is a buy point. This is for Venture, right? And then if you check that the information technology sector actually has been quite strong compared with some other sectors. Of course, the healthcare sector has been strong, the strongest, number one strongest, right? But information technology also has been quite strong. So apart from AEM and Venture, we actually got some other some other stocks in this information technology sector. So which are, so this one V2Y Synergy Corp. So this one also belongs to the information technology sector. And if you check 3 days ago, this one V2Y actually gave us the buy point, the strong signal buy point, right? So the problem is after that, the past 2 days, the close price hasn't yet really break up the high price of the red bar here. So let's see tomorrow, or if in near future the price can break up, then that's a confirmed buy point. Means this might also get great potentiality in near future. You may want to pay close eye to it. Okay, so because you see, big boys also 75%, above 75%. It's quite strong, right? And it happens to be the buy point. We only need to wait for the confirmation. So we check, this is a penny stock, just 21 cents. right? But if it's controlled by the big boys, still can give us some great potentialities, at least for short-term trading. This is V2Y. And also I have got this one called 42N IPS SecureX. This one also belongs to the information technology sector. And if you check today, it happens to be the buy point based on strong signal. And if we check multicolor dragon, it's quite beautiful. Why? Because the big boys increase to more than 75. At the same time, retailers disappear completely. Can you see it? Retailers disappear completely. So this is quite a beautiful chart pattern here. And don't forget that previously we have this sideways area. Once the price really break up the high of today's today's candle, then it also break up the previous sideways platform. So the pattern here is really beautiful. Either you check multicolor dragon, or you check the strong signal buy point, or you check the previous sideways platform. This one even is more beautiful than the previous V2Y. Of course, V2Y, if you check, it also break up the previous high points, and it's keeping hitting new highs. So that's very good. So these two worth your attention recently, okay? And then how about some other stocks in the same sector? So we also have UMS, right? But for UMS, it has always been weaker than AEM or Venture, right? So it's also cheaper. It's $1, but it's more expensive than the previous two small ones, the previous two penny stocks, V2Y and 42N, right? Okay, so for UMS, we don't yet have a buy point, right? We don't have the red bar of strong signal. But if we check, the big boys can be roughly above 50% for a while, and retailers seldom appear. Even if retailers appear, not so much. So means it may still have a potentiality in future. Only that it's less stronger compared with the previous sell rows I mentioned. Okay, but if let's say information technology sector would be the strong, one of the strongest. Let's put it this way: if information technology sector would be one of the strongest sectors in near future, I believe that for UMS, it also would give us the buy point in near future. Only that the strongest ones always are the earliest ones to give us the rally. So the others, such as AEM, and several other weaker ones, follow the suit. Yeah. And apart from UMS, we also have CSE Global, also belong to the information technology sector. And also for CSE, we don't yet have the buy points. So we have the sideways platform here, and we don't yet have the strong signal buy points. We can wait. And for multicolor dragon, the performance is okay because no retailers, big boys roughly around 75%. It's okay. The chart is okay, and we only need to wait for a buy point. And as I mentioned, if in near future, information technology sector turns out to be one of the strongest sector, then it would also become quite strong and give us the buy points. And then finally we talk about this Broadway. Broadway also belongs to the same sector, also information technology, but this one simply is weaker than the previous two penny stocks I mentioned, because you check the price for this one also around 11 cents. 11 cents, it's roughly the same as V2V, V2Y and 42N, which also are penny stocks, just around 20 cents. But why this one is just weaker than these previous two I mentioned? Maybe we go to the software to check. Okay, so this is the chart for Broadway, right? So firstly, one thing is, if we check currently, at least currently, for multicolor dragon, the big boy is less than 50%, right? Less than 50%, and retailers still there. If big boy is less than 50%, means it might be weaker. The momentum, upward momentum might be weaker. And at the same time, we don't have a buy point yet, so it would remain weak in near future, unless maybe in future when this sector becomes quite bullish, this one would also turn to be bullish again, but it would be quite late. So those strongest ones would be the first ones to give us the rally. So this one is weak, so the buy point would be quite late. Okay, so this is first reason. And if you make a comparison between this one, Broadway, and V2Y, so it's very clear sharp contrast. So this one big boy is more than 50%, even reached 75, no retailers, so quite strong, 75%, right? And also same story for 42N. So big boys reached 75, no retailer, so this is very beautiful, right? And also we got the buy point for both 42N and V2Y, right? So this is the first reason. And actually we have some other reasons. If you check the chart for Broadway again, B69, and then you check the resistance levels, the significant resistance levels based on chip distribution, CD. This indicator can help us check the significant support and resistance, and it's very clear that for Broadway, currently it's below, or it's around the very strong resistance level. This is the very strong resistance level, and it explains why for Broadway the price has been quite volatile, because you check the strong resistance levels, they're very close to each other. And also, even if the price can break up this level around 12 cents above, around 14 cents or 15 cents, we have another very strong resistance, which is also close to the previous high here, right? So for Broadway, the future is bound to be quite volatile. So this is for Broadway, right? And then how about the other two, V2Y? For V2Y, if we check, okay, so let me adjust the size of the picture. Okay, so if you check, the strongest resistance already passed, has already become the history, and this is the another relatively speaking strong resistance, but price now already break up, right? So above we don't have a resistance, so this one the chart is more beautiful because no resistance above, or very small resistance above. So the future looks promising. right? And then for 2N, so for 2N, if we check the strong resistance, where would the strong resistance levels be? So here, so currently, can you see here? Currently, actually, the price is around a very strong resistance here, right? But once the price really can stand above the high price of today's strong signal buy point, the red bar, then the price would break up the resistance level. The high point of the resistance level, or the top of the resistance level range, is around 12 cents, or maybe 13 cents, around 13 cents. Once price break up 13 cents for this 4-2N, it would be quite bullish, because above we see very small resistance. Okay, so that's about the information technology sector I have analyzed for you. So the strongest ones, winter, currently about to be in correction, but how this correction might not be that big one, considering it's already quite bullish. And then AEM today is show us the buy point. Today show us the buy point, and also we got good news for AEM today, right? And then also for the other two stocks, although they are penny stocks, but we got patterns very beautiful, 4-2N and V2Y. And then apart from these strong ones, we got several others weaker. Let's say AEM and CSE Global. These two are weaker. But if in near future the sector turns out to be quite strong, quite bullish, so these two stocks would also follow the suit and give us the buy point, maybe in near future. And then we talk about Broadway. This one is weaker because above we have seen very strong resistance, right? And also currently the big boys below 50%. We got some retailers, several a bit retailers there. So upward momentum, at least for near future, might remain a bit weaker. Okay, so that's about the information technology sector. And then finally, let's check the market news. Okay, so oh sorry, I think something wrong. Okay, so we check the market news. So I have this news has caught my attention. It says that Trump reportedly considers awarding emergency use authorization for the vaccine, which was developed by Oxford University and AstraZeneca. You still remember AstraZeneca? I have analyzed this company, the stock for this company, in my previous videos, right? And here again, it comes back into the spotlight, into the center of the spotlight. And then, so the purpose of this eager approval is apparent, because Trump wants to secure his re-election as the president in November, right? So he is trying to pave a way for the coming presidential election, because currently the government has been criticized above the handle of the COVID-19. If, let's say, there can be a vaccine, effective vaccine before the election, then it would be quite beneficial for Donald Trump to be re-elected, right? So that's why Trump is so eager to approve the vaccine developed by AstraZeneca as the emergency use authorization. Okay, and but the truth is, according to a spokesman for Health and Human Services, any claim of an emergency authorization for a vaccine before the election is absolutely false. Means what? This vaccine is still in the experimental stage. It's not yet confirmed to be 100% safe. So there is safety. There is safety concern here. So what if this vaccine cannot work very well? And even worse, what if the side effect turned out to be quite serious? So that would be a very serious problem. It's about human life we're talking about, right? And then means what? Actually, the future is not clear. The future of whether or not the vaccine of AstraZeneca can be a successful vaccine or not. Currently, no definite or very clear decision can be concluded, right? So how do we deal with such kind of situation? So should we buy the stock again for AstraZeneca? Remember, I mentioned the chart, candlestick chart or the TA chart always has the final say. So if you check the candlestick chart for ANZ, firstly, we check for multicolor dragon. Currently, big boy is below 25%, right? The good news is we don't have retailers. That's a good thing. But at least we need the big boys back above 25%, right? Should there be really a rally, the big boys must have been at least above 25%, right? This is 25%. And on the other hand, if we check rainbow, okay, price now is above the yellow rainbow, which is still okay. And we check for strong signal several days ago, 5 days ago, we already get the buy point, but the buy point hasn't yet been confirmed after that, because the close price after that never really break up the high price of the buy signal. So means we don't have a confirmed buy point, but we can monitor this one. Let's say if in near future the price can finally break up the high price of the strong signal buy point here, meanwhile big boys increase to be more than 25%, maybe that's the beginning of another rally, right? So if you only check the news, so you cannot come up to a very persuasive or convincing conclusion, but you check the candlestick chart, you check the software indicators, then you will know clearly what to expect in future, when to buy, when to sell, or when to stay sidelined, never touch. Okay, so for Homely members, you only need to monitor the performance every day. You open the software, you can check the performance every day after you download it. For those who are not yet Homely members, maybe if you're interested, you can reach me. You can contact me to get further information about this Homely software, or maybe also about our training courses, because Homely is a stock training school. We provide systematical training courses for our members. Okay, so if you want to know further about Homely's training courses, the stock seminars, or you want to know further about Homely software, and maybe you only want to check some of your own individual stocks, right? So feel free to contact me. This is my WhatsApp number, 6592312307, and this is my email. Okay, so Looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.